Welcome back to Skella Teaches Dark Magic. Today we're summoning a demon, and once we summon that demon, we're going to be learning some new things. Last time we learned how to make a ritual. If you guys want to learn how to make that ritual yourself and you weren't able to attend class last time, you can watch the video on the top right card, or just wait all the way to the end screen. There will be a thing there, and you can watch it there. It's fine. But eventually we'll get a demon, and once we do, we'll move on to today's lesson, which is orbs and seer type stuff. We're going to be learning about some seers and stuff. It's very simple, very complicated. Obviously, it's more advanced than last time. Hey, there's the demon. Hey, there we go. Perfect. I knew our blood sacrifice would work. So if you guys will join me up here, watch your step. There's lots of bones.
Very nice sacrifice.
lots of bones in your way, so be careful. Just find a seat or just stand around. I don't know. I didn't really plan on a whole bunch of students, but it's fine. Don't mind the blood there. So this is our orb. This is how we look into the other realms, look at other things. A lot of people think that, looking at this, looking at the almighty orb, will see the future. Let me reassure you guys that you cannot see the future through the orb. The orb is for something else. The future thing is a totally different thing. We'll get into that in a future lesson. But today we're going to be learning about seering and all that kinds of magic and stuff. So the orb, this pretty blue orb here, it's blue because blue is the best way to do this type of magic. Colors are very important in magic. I bet you guys didn't know that. Seering basically allows you to look into the minds of other people or look at other locations. That's really what it's all about. It's not necessarily seeing the future or anything like that. You get to see into other things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Some say you can even look into other realities this way. But there is many more things that you can use to do this same type of thing with. So we'll get into that in a moment. The way that it works is very simple, but extremely complicated. You can think of it sort of like a combination lock. It's not as simple as, oh, mighty orb, tell me what you see, or something weird like that. It's not as simple as that. It's much more complicated. It's sort
Can
of
I
like
drop my banana on top of it?
Yeah, I guess. Nothing bad would happen. It's just an orb. It's just an orb that has magic.
Oh.
It is magical. But
sorry.
You sort of have to unlock it with that combination lock through different gestures, through different actions, through different means of magic. And you do that, and you can sort of summon the magic out of the orb, and the orb will show you what you need to be seen. Any ideas, any theories, any questions, or any answers on how you think that might be done? And things like that. How do you think it might be done? Hands, hooves, in the air, questions, answers. What you got, gamers? Demon, what you got? You're trying to boop me. What you got?
Sacrifice.
A sacrifice? Sacrifice, actually, ironically enough, is not how you would typically do that. Let's look at an example. This might help you a little bit more. Let's say we want to peer into someone's mind. What do you think we would need to do to be able to do that using this orb and stuff like that?
Personal object.
What?
Staring at it?
Staring at
A
it.
personal object.
A personal object, that is exactly
that
right.
belongs to
Meditation is also very key. Meditation, personal item, things like that is very important if you're trying to see into the minds of someone else. If you have their personal object, it makes it a lot easier because you can sort of tap into the energy inside of that personal object and use it with the orb. Now, the orb is not the only way that you can be a seer. It's not the only way that you can peer into the minds of other people or look at other locations and things like that. The demon is wandering away. Where is the demon going? Oh, they're getting they're getting a banana. Okay, the blood wasn't enough. They needed a banana too.
Your mind, Danny. Watch out.
Okay, so in this room, or within this classroom, this school, I guess, I don't even know what you would call this, within this building here that we're in, there is other items that we can use to peer into the minds of other people and be a seer, so to speak. So I want you guys to wander around, try and take a guess at what else you might be able to use to do that, to be a seer and use seer magic and stuff. So what do you guys think you can use? It could be anything in either room.
Banana.
Blood jar unfortunately is not right. Banana also is unfortunately not right. Banana and blood can of course
I gotta eat it
enhance
now.
magic in
Things
different
on the
ways.
Bones.
Bones is incorrect. Crystals is a good one.
Everything
Candle?
Crystals can be very complicated to use. A what? A candle? A candle actually is one thing that you could use. Basically, it's way more complicated and way more difficult. but you can do it in a certain way where you put out the flame and the steam, the smoke, whatever you want to call it, that comes off of it will actually show certain images and stuff. So it is possible to do that.
Things that are on the table.
These things on the
useful,
table,
I'm guessing.
some of them perhaps, because the candles were there. What else? What else do you
Wait,
think?
what's that? Is
Rope?
that an iron nugget?
Yeah, that's an iron nugget. We can learn how to turn that into gold another time.
Ooh, alchemy. I like that.
Yeah, how are you stepping? Oh my god, that's
I
definitely
can
magic.
tie someone
Essence or whatever the
up.
witchy
Can I
seasoning
do
is
that?
called. This barrel of water, yes, that is indeed another thing. So the other two things are indeed on this table. We obviously have the water, the orb, the candles, the wand you can use. It's actually the most difficult one to use. You can also use bugs, very specific types of bugs, like these things, these lightning bugs, these fireflies. They have many different names. You can infuse them with magic in a certain way, and they can actually guide you that way if you do that. If you infuse certain magic in them, they can actually guide you to what you're trying to look for. So it's good to combo with the orb and the other things. Any questions so far before I explain the wand?
Are the roses significant?
How does what?
Are the roses significant?
No, the roses are not that significant. They were significant in the ritual part.
Okay, how about the mushroom?
No, not the mushroom. The only other thing was the wand. The wand. So since the orb has magic inside of it, and you use magic to sort of activate all this stuff, very, very powerful witches and wizards and things like that can, of course, conjure up an orb made purely out of magic using a wand or other magical instrument. And this is extremely advanced and extremely difficult because, of course, you have to, copy a magical object using just magic, which is very complicated and very difficult. If you guys want to try, you can go ahead and try, but there's a wand there if you guys want to try.
You could also make a deal.
You could also, of course, make a deal. If you do summon a demon, just like in last lesson, we learned that if you summon demons, sometimes you can get favors and things like that from them. So that is, of course, another way. Very good job, demon. Very good job, demon. Pure magic or random magic? Well, the wand is more of a channel for your magic. It's like a funnel almost, if you can think of it that way, or like a lightning rod or something. It's very good.
Just gonna
Why are you
trust
eating my hair?
this.
Don't eat my hair. He's just been dropping stuff on the orb. I love it.
Yes. I gotta drop everything on it. It's the way to go.
You're gonna break it. Have a lovely day.
Let
Did
the bug
that
go,
person
let the
just
bug
leave?
go.
The person just leave? Explodes into true form. That
They
works.
must be sacrificed.
Are they being where did they go? Did they actually leave? I think they actually left. Well, anyway, if you guys come down here to this barrel of water over here, I'll explain how the water part of everything works. This is more of an intermediate level of seer magic, and how you can use seer abilities with it. It does splash when you do this, so I have some towels and stuff around. Wild, do you have a question?
Do we waterboard people?
That's for torturing.
No, that's my job when you guys are sleeping.
Oh.
I mean, it does get stuff
It's
out
not
of
a
their
crime
head.
unless you're caught.
It's not a crime until you get caught. Yes, well, you can't see the future by looking into the water, but you can sometimes predict the future by seeing certain events in history or through people's minds and things like that, because you can see through people's perspective using this seer magic. But torturing, we'll learn about torturing another time. That's what these chambers here on the left-hand side are for. Yes, you can see yourself.
I'm making lemonade.
You're gonna make lemonade. You're gonna ruin the water. You're gonna ruin the seer water. So
They're making lemonade.
think of holy water and what that is. This is very similar to that. It's not just like water.
Probably shouldn't touch it.
It's water. Well, it's not holy. It's not holy water. So you're fine with touching it. But it is similar in the sense that if you touch it or interact with it and infuse water with a certain type of magic, you can turn it into seer water and put it into a big barrel or a big bowl or something like that. Mess around with it, similar to how you do with the orb, and of course you can then get yourself an image. Sometimes the water will actually turn into the image itself. Sometimes you'll just see a reflection in the water, and that reflection is what you're being shown by the water, by the magic. It's all very special. So that is pretty much it.
Sometimes it happens when you sing to the water.
Damien is right. That's 100% true.
Wait, so if I give it lemons, does that mean that it's going to show me something bad?
Probably.
Lemons aren't bad.
It might show you something sour. It depends. It depends where that lemon has been, where it was grown, and a bunch of other things like that. It involves a lot of stuff. But yeah. So let's go ahead and do a quick quiz. Quick quiz. Real quick, and that'll be how we finish things off here. So starting off, who can list the most amount of ways you can be a seer? Use seer magic. Who can list the most amount of ways?
The orb. You can have the wand if you're
I-
skilled. You can use water. Bugs. You can blow out the candle and get smoke.
You can peer into flames. It's not
Peer
just
into flames.
it's not just the smoke. You can peer into flames to see.
Is that just a demon thing? I don't actually know.
Then
no.
you see
About 30
something
different ways
blowing
that could
out the
count.
candle and getting smoked.
What are you saying, Wild?
I can't do that, or else I would become Firefox, and I do not want to go to Firefox.
Fire can be very magical. It's
Excuse
very
you,
dangerous,
I'm
though.
a Firefox.
You
One
do
of
owe
the-
me a soul, by the way.
You can have their soul. You can have their soul. There you go. Done. Your payment has been made.
Soul. What are you talking
So,
about? I don't have a soul.
The fifth way that literally every single one of you failed to mention was the orb itself. I don't know how you all forgot that together, but you all failed to
said
mention the orb. I don't think so. Did you?
Oh,
Maybe you
I
did.
thought we were supposed to guess a number.
That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. That's basically everything. There's definitely many ways to go about doing
That was
this.
the first thing I
Um,
said.
I'm sorry. I thought I must have not heard it or something. So yeah, that is pretty much going to conclude it for today's lesson. If you guys want to listen in for next week's episode or next week's lesson or whatever, maybe it's not next week. I don't know. Maybe it's 2 weeks from now. Who knows? Maybe it's a month from now. I don't know. We're going to learn about seeing the future. We're going to learn about all kinds of other things. We're going to learn about spells. We're going to learn about the torturing. We're also going to learn what that weird black abyss down there is and everything like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need your cake backs.
Professor, I have a question.
What is your
I
question?
have a question, Professor. When is alchemy? I want to book stuff.
We'll learn about alchemy eventually too. We might combine alchemy with another lesson or something. I
wanna
don't
be
know.
rich.
We're gonna.
I'm
Jokes on
staring.
you.
You have to be careful.
I'm trying to intimidate it.
You get sometimes intimidation is all you need. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. We got to make sure we send the demon back where it came from. So if you guys would join me down here and sending the demon back where it came from.
Oh.
So help me.
Alright, I'm going to Helheim.
So help me. I'll send that demon back where it came from. Dun, 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 dun,
demons.
dun. That's
I'm
all you gotta
going
do.
to Helheim then.
I'm
one
sorry.
appeared.
That's all you gotta do to summon your demons back. You just gotta sing them a song sometimes. Well, it's not really. That's really not how it works. Anyway,
Wouldn't it be funny if another one appeared?
it actually would be. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, do wonderful things like that. Consider becoming a channel member and everything like that. That'd be really cool. And things like that. We have some channel members. Look at that. There's a channel member there. That's pretty wild. Yeah.
I am a channel member.
Until next time.
I'm coming for all of your souls.
Until next
you're
time.
not.
Anyway, be sure to do all those wonderful things like that, because when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.